I'm reminded here on Bonita Beach what the Apostle Paul said as you look at the home behind me. In 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 3, Paul says, "For when they shall say peace and safety," or prosperity, "then comes sudden destruction, as travail upon a woman with child." Sudden destruction. Sudden destruction. It's tragic. It's awful what has happened down here. But the attention spans of the media and the attention spans of the world are so small. They've shrunk. They're so short. We need to expand our attention spans and focus on human suffering. Focus on the devastation that has happened. Yeah, should they have built their homes on the stinking, rotten, sinking sands of sin? No, it wasn't very wise. Jesus said as much. Jesus said, "The fool builds his house on the sand." However, that doesn't mean that we are not to have compassion even when people make mistakes, even when people do things that they should not do, stupid things, mistakes like this. It should never have been built. It should never have been built. It was a mistake. It was greed. It was lust. It was covetousness. Oh, I just want to have a beach house. I want to have a beach house. We love to party. We love beaches and babes and beach houses and big bank accounts. But what happens when the big one comes? I remember growing up, Fred Sanford, he said, "I'm going to have the big one. I'm coming to see you, Elizabeth. I'm going to have the big one." Well, what happens when the big one comes? It's beautiful to live on the beach, to brag and boast. Look at my beach house. Brag and boast. I've got more than most. Look what I have. But what happens when the big one comes? And that's my question from Bonita Beach today. What happens when the big one comes? In California, when the big earthquake comes. In Oklahoma, when the big tornado comes. When the big winter storm comes. Or when the real big one comes and you die and you stand before God. Are you ready? Are you ready for Judgment Day? This is Evangelist Mike Dyal.